what's happening, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. I had forgotten how much fun this car is to drive. I'm back in the E92 M3. It's a Saturday and I've been thinking about what I want to do with this car. I am ready for a big change. I'm going to say it, I'm over the pink wrap. I'm done with the wheels. I'm done with the whole setup. And I was toying with the idea of selling it or what I wanted to do with it. But then I thought, do you know what? This is so much car for the money. I bought this car at 16 grand about, I don't know, what is it, 2021? So that's like 3 years ago now. They haven't really moved much in value and it's in really good nick. I've only just had a load of work done to it. I had all the subframe replaced. I had all of the throttle actuators changed. It still drives really amazingly. And it's just one of those cars that I feel like once I'd sold it, I'd be like, why did I do that? So it's time for a big change. I'm taking the car over to the unit right now as I've got a few little bits to do to it before I took it up for about a month before it starts its transformation. And I just need to make sure, because there are a few things with these cars that you need to do to ensure that every time you come to the car, that it's still in working order and how you left it. And I'm going to need your help, guys. I want some of your input on this because I'm really changing up the style of it. I might be getting to a point in my life where I'm over black wheels. Now, I never thought that I would say that, but I think it's time for a big change. So let's get to the unit. Let's figure out what we're doing. And I'm ready to see this car go into its beautiful butterfly stage. Gosh, it's busy out today. I haven't been home on a Saturday in so long, so I actually don't know what it's like to have a Saturday off and be actually able to drive my cars. Oh, I've forgotten what it's like to drive the V8. Perfect. So I've just arrived at the unit now. I've got all of these packages here because I've actually partnered with eBay to make sure that my car stays in mint condition as we head into the winter and into this transformational period. So we're gonna go unpackage these, see what we've got, and just enjoy this lovely Saturday that I've finally got to myself. Oh, even the sun's come out. I love coming to the unit on a Saturday because it's like a hive of activity here. Everybody has got their cars, they're working on things. It's probably been about, oh God, I don't even want to know, 4 months?
Okay, so I've been thinking long and hard about this, just simply because the car has been sat on my drive and every time I walk past it, I feel a little bit sorry for it. Because when I put this particular wrap on it, I absolutely loved it at first. And then just over time, every time I look at the car, I go, I don't really like it anymore. So there's just a few things that I want to change. And even the wheels, I feel a bit bad because James actually bought me these wheels as a birthday present. So this makes me sound a little bit ungrateful, but it's time for a new wheel on this car. I ordered these parts a couple of days ago now, and one of the brilliant things about eBay Assured Fit is the fact that you can go on there, you can pop your reg in, and it comes up with all the parts that are guaranteed to fit your car. So I was looking for a charger, some windscreen wipers, and a couple of other little bits, and I know that they're guaranteed to fit, which is just a huge weight off my mind, because when you're running around ordering parts and then realising they don't fit is just an absolute nightmare. And if you do find that the parts don't fit for whatever reason, you can send them back and get your money back. It's a win-win situation. So today, we are going to be finally getting a trickle charger for this car. This is the number one thing that I have realised over the years is where I've been going wrong. These, the C-Tech trickle chargers, are what you need if you have one of these cars, because E92 M3s, they just love going flat. I've never realised why. Probably because I don't drive them for a good couple of months, so I've answered my own question there. But this is what we're going to be using to keep the car's battery, just getting that little bit of charge so it never goes flat and we have a situation like I had when I came here last time and I tried to get into my car, the key wouldn't work, and then I just went home because it was just one of those days. The next thing that I've bought, something that I do every year because I just think it's part of car maintenance, is I have got myself another set of windscreen wipers, because throughout the year I find that they get a little bit clogged up, they can get a little bit smeary, whatever. This is one of the reasons why I use eBay Assured Fit. The amount of times I've ordered windscreen wipers and they've turned up and it's the wrong thing. Whereas at least with this, I know it's guaranteed to fit and I'm not going to have a disaster. So here we are, got some of these that we've put on as well. This is a really interesting thing. I've actually been looking for ages for this little arm which goes on here. So I was out filming one day and I had a GoPro on the screen out here, and I decided to put my windscreen wipers on because it started raining, which, as you can probably guess, didn't go to plan. And this little part I lost, and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to find something as obscure as that? This is where eBay steps up. I managed to get myself a new one of these little arms here, which I'm so delighted about, because every time I looked at the car, I was like, when am I going to be able to replace that? This is where Assured Fit comes in. Here we have here a brand new one of these. Such a small part, but makes such a difference to the windscreen for me. I know it's a minor, but just these little bits, this is what you need to make the whole picture complete. These are actually one of the simplest things to install, and it's so important, especially as you're heading into the winter months. I mean, the weather's not too bad today, but it has been absolutely lashing it down recently, and there's nothing worse than when you'll get in the middle of a downpour and your windscreen wipers aren't working correctly, or they're just making a mess everywhere. It's a thing for me. James is actually exactly the same, especially when he's racing. He's got to have perfectly clear windows. Windscreen wipers, I change mine religiously, because if I can't see out the front of the car, or the windscreen wipers are annoying me, it just changes my whole entire driving experience. Turn them the other way, pop them up, make sure that they are fitting the right way. Yep, Bosch logo up, perfect. On the second one here, you have this little cap that you need to just take off here. Same situation again, just rotate them, pop on, make sure you've got the Bosch logos on the right way. So that's going to go on like so. Make sure that they sit correctly. Absolutely. We are good to go. Pop your cap back on there. Make sure that the plug sits in like that. Give it a little click, and perfection. Brand new wiper blades. I actually can't believe how excited I am to get this little piece of plastic. This is a genuine BMW part. I've been looking to get one of these for ages. It was just on my list of things to do. And when I found that you could buy them directly from eBay, I was like, thank goodness, because it's such a small, minor thing, but it makes such a difference to the front of the car. So very simple, same as the other side. You have to literally just pop the windscreen wiper up, make sure that these little plugs here are seated properly. Once that is in, there you have it, your brand new clipped in little windscreen wiper arm. Okay, this is the last product that I got. This is the Rain-X rain repellent. This is something that I always use on my cars, because as soon as I said, once you get into winter, it's grimy, it's dark, it's foggy, it's rainy, it's just the worst weather. And this allows your windscreen to just always have really good visibility and maintains it as well. And with your brand new windscreen wipers, it is the pièce de la résistance. Now, before you do actually put this on your car, you need to make sure that your windscreen is super duper clean. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we will pop this on, let it cure for a second, and then get that straight off. And then it's a little invisible layer of protection when you're out driving your car on the roads this winter. One thing I do know is this is a hair up and jacket off job, because you know what? The amount of times that I have dragged the zip over the bonnet of my car when I'm doing something on the windscreen. Fantastic. Let's go. What did I do with my clip? I swear to God, I put things down all the time. The Rain-X and the windscreen wipers are part of my absolute winter essentials, especially if you're going to be parking your car up in these colder months or be driving out and about. My car is going back and forth to the airport all the time, and I know when it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm driving down the motorway, I want to be able to see clearly, and my car is going to start on the money every single time. There's actually a winter essentials 20% off offer running right now from the 16th of October 2024 all the way to the 28th of February 2025. You've got plenty of time to get yourselves all the things that you need to keep your car winterproof. Let me know if there's anything that you think I've missed in the comments down below. Do you use any of these products yourself, or is there something that I need to be using on my car this winter? This is the part where I need your help. As you can see behind me, I've got 2 sets of wheels here. They are actually silver. This is like a grown-up thing, going from black to silver wheels. So which ones do you prefer? I mean, at the moment, I've got like 8.5s and 9s on the car. These are 9s all around. I think I prefer this style of wheel. It's slightly similar to what I've got on already, but I just think that these will look really smart, especially with the new wrap colour. We're going to talk about that in a second. I think I prefer these ones to these, but can you guys let me know in the comments which ones you think I should put on the car? Do you think these ones or should we go for these ones? I won't lie, I'm definitely leaning more towards these at the moment. We popped to the wrap shop the other day to take a look at colours. I think I'm going to go for something more primary because I've had the bright colour, and let me tell you, when you're driving the car to the airport in the morning and you suddenly realise you're in a bright pink car and you're not feeling it, I want to go back to a slightly more normal colour, but with a little bit of a hint of something cute. Okay, so these are the choices of the colours that I am looking at. I said I hated the pink, but then I saw this really nice laser rouge pink, which then I was like, that would look really good, but then at the same time, I was supposed to be stepping away from that. I don't really want to go for a colour anymore as such, like a pure bright colour, because as I said, sometimes when I'm driving the car really early in the morning, and I just want to get from A to B without everybody noticing that it's me. So I was thinking more of a primary colour, but then I saw some of these beautiful, like this liquid metal bronze would look really cool as well, especially to set off the silver wheels. That's cool. I like that as well, but I think it's a bit too glittery. But anyway, so I'm thinking it's between the, where was it? Oh, White Moon. That's a bit boring. I think it still needs to have something about it. So it's between, I think, the diamond white blue or the diamond white pink. Because like these are, and like my PS13 is like a pearlescent as well, and I always love the way that looks. Or should I go for like a very, very, I mean, that would look cool as well. The Messian blue. Guys, let me know what you think. Messian blue or the liquid metal bronze or the diamond white blue or pink, the other way around. Let me know. So that's had a couple minutes to cure. Now all I've got to do is just buff it off, and then I will have a brilliantly sparkling and rain repellent windscreen. Get the old muscles out. So I've done everything I need to do with the windscreen wipers, done all of that. All we have to do now is spin the car around, because the battery is actually located in the boot of the E92 M3, and we need to just get her parked up and get that C-Tech charger on. Whenever you go into any kind of car dealership, if you have a classic car or older performance cars, the C-Tech chargers are the one. They're a lifesaver, because there's nothing worse than getting to your car. I had it a lot with this before I actually started disconnecting the battery completely, that you just get in it and it's flat, and that's a nightmare. I want to be able to just jump into my car whenever I want, and it's got a battery which is good to go. So it's very simple, the same way you would use jump leads. Literally you got your positive and your negative, and you just pop them on the terminals, plug this into the wall, and she's good to go. All right, guys. Make sure you let me know what your thoughts are on the wheels and the wrap colour. I'm really excited to get stuck into this car now. But for now, she is tucked up. She has got her battery on charge. We're all sorted with the windscreen wipers and the windscreen. Nothing left to do now other than just tuck her up. Make sure you guys check out eBay. You can always find the right part at the right price, and get yourselves on the Winter Essentials 20% off deal. That's running until February 28th, 2025. But for me, let's tuck this girl off, and I need to find myself a lift. See you guys in the next video.